Call meeting to order. Roll call.
Mrs. Dozo? Here. Mr. Wright?
Here.
Mr. Lopez?
Present and accounted for.
Ms. Hawkins?
Here.
Mr. Salcido?
Here.
Item B is Pledge of Allegiance, so if you'll stand and join me. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number C is a moment of silence. Number 2, preliminary items. First one is to move to adopt the agenda of February 5th, 2019 as presented. So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mrs. Dozo?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Hawkins?
Yes.
And Mr. Salcido?
Yes.
Item number B, minutes from prior meetings. Move to approve the minutes January 8th and 16th, 2019 as presented.
So moved.
Second. Discussion?
Mrs. Dozo?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Hawkins?
Yes.
And Mr. Salcido?
Yes.
Number 3, recognitions, and I think this is what half of the room is here for tonight. We have Rotary Students of the Month for February, and who's presenting? Mr. Trudaway?
Whoever wants to, she'll get the seat. So, Union and Board, I'd like to introduce the Union Student of the Month, Sean Johnstone. I told Sean, it would confuse me because I always call him Alex, but he wondered whether he would be able to be here tonight. So I'm going to tell you his accomplishments and why he's we want to award him Rotary Student of the Month this month. So his parents, Dee Dee and David Turner, I was hoping they'd be able to be here. He's the DECA Vice President of Marketing and the winner of the Chapter Award. He's the DECA State Officer, which was really a big deal. We're really proud of that. He's been in DECA 4 years high school. National Honor Society is 11th and 12th grade year. He's in soccer is 4 years of high school. He's a tennis player his 9th grade year. Got an Academic Achievement Award his 9th and 11th grade year, and I'm sure he'll get another one this year. He was the winner of a Community Service Award from the Office of Tom O'Halloran. He was on the Casa Grande Youth Commission, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Volunteer for the Now County Humane Society, on the Arizona League of Cities delegate in 10th grade, the Now County League of Citizens, 10th and 11th grade. His life career goals are to study geography at Western Washington University, join the Peace Corps, and he wants to eat some barbecue from every state in the United States. Sorry he wasn't here to get to enjoy all that along with us. So congratulations for Sean.
Good evening, I'm Lorena Jimenez. I'm a guidance counselor at Vista Grande High School, and I am presenting the Vista Rotary Student of the Month on behalf of Ms. Sully, Ms. Cole, Glenda Cole. She'll be joining us shortly. She is attending Vista Senior Night. So Vista's Rotary Student of the Month is Maxine Cruz. Maxine is the daughter of Von Mark and Rosella Cruz. And some of the activities and accomplishments for Maxine are she is She is seated number 1 on the Vista varsity tennis team, and she is also the team captain. Thank you. She has received the Spartan of the Year Award for Tennis in 2017, MVP Award for Tennis in 2018. She is also a member of National Honor Society. She's the manager of the girls varsity basketball team. She's the activities director for Student Council. She's received the AP Scholar Award for 2018. She has also received academic achievement recognition her 9th, 10th, and 11th grade year. This is her 12th grade year, so I'm sure she'll receive recognition for this year as well. Some of her personal activities that she enjoys playing tennis in her free time, going on trips with her family, hiking, and swimming. She has placed 4th in the district competition for doubles in tennis, so it's pretty apparent that you love tennis. And her life career goals, she plans to major in environmental science and entomology. She's currently undecided on where she will attend college, but she is considering Iowa State University, Cornell University, University of California, and University of Arizona.
Next, we have the CTE Students of the Month, Mr. Sykes.
Thank you. Jasmine and Anna, would you join me, please? President Salcido and board members. I'm honored this month to recognize 2 CTE Student of the Months, one from each of our early childhood education programs, of course at Vista Grande and then, in Castro Union High School. Our first recipient this evening is Jasmine Marino from Vista Grande High School. She was nominated by her early childhood education teacher, Ms. Cassandra Dio. Jasmine is a second-year early childhood education student that takes her role as preschool assistant seriously, helping to prepare snacks for 21 preschool children, cleaning up after, and helping with circle time. As the FCCLA chapter president, she continually encourages other members and goes out of her way to be nice and to accomplish anything that is asked of her. Jasmine keeps pushing forward for her team even when she has many other responsibilities outside of class. Last year, through her diligent efforts in FCCLA, she was awarded with the gold medal in the Focus on Children division at state competition. Jasmine, congratulations. We'll get it right here in a minute. Congratulations. Let me shake your hand. And then Jasmine's parents are here with us this evening as well. If you'd stand and be recognized. Next is Savannah Vasquez from Castrand Union High School. Savannah was nominated by her early childhood education teacher, Miss Kathy White. She's a third-year student intern in early childhood education at CGUHSD. She is responsible for helping supervise the second-year high school students as well as kitchen duties for the preschoolers. Every day she helps plan, prepare, and serve hot lunches to 22 preschool students. She helps organize her high school peers into weekly jobs and supervises their progress. Savannah gets along well with everyone in the early childhood education program. She is always professional and exceedingly goes out of her ways and above and beyond expectations. Savannah is the president of FCCLA. Last year she attended state FCCLA conference, that's a mouthful, and competed in the life event planning division where she won gold medal. She later competed nationally and again won gold. Savannah, congratulations to you. With us this evening as well, if you'd stand and be recognized.
Following January employees of the month.
President Salcedo, governing board members, it is my pleasure as always to recognize many more of our outstanding employees that work in the district. So I'm going to ask Mary Ann to come forward and she's going to read names. All of our employees of the month who are in the audience, if your name is read, if you wouldn't please make your way forward, and we have a plaque for you and you get a chance to shake your hand.
On behalf of Dr. Beebe and the Employee Recognition Committee, we'd like to congratulate Frank Fiore. Master Sergeant Hazard, right down Lieutenant Colonel Blades. Tim Mace. Mary Rosenbaum. Melanie Everett. Briette Sykes. Hilda Ortega. Christina Salcedo Gregg. Shelley Edston. And Ramon Estrada Vega.
Again, my congratulations to all of the employees of the month, and they will be joining me next week at the Big House for breakfast as well. So I look forward to being able to host them next week.
So is this where those that are here for recognition,
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, they can, if you like.
So next on the agenda is public comment. We do have one pink card. So call to the public. And it's pursuant to ARS 38-431.01H, the governing board may make an open call to the public during a public meeting subject to reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions to allow individuals to address the board on any issue within jurisdiction of the governing board. After the open call to the public, individual members of the board may respond to criticism made by those who have addressed the board, may ask staff to review a matter, or may ask that a matter be put on a future agenda. However, members of the board shall not discuss items that are not specifically identified on the agenda. During the open call, the board requests that speakers refrain from voicing complaints against school personnel or any person connected with the district, as it may impact due process rights. Policies KE, KEB, KEC, and KED are provided by the board for disposition of legitimate complaints, including those involving individuals. So we do have one from Mike Wagner.
I'd actually like to speak at the time that you discussed that policy.
Okay,
That's okay. Thank you.
so item number 5, reports and presentations. And that would be the superintendent's report, item 8.
President Salcido, members of the governing board, it's always my pleasure to share the exciting things going on around our district. And it's neat as I look around the room, there's many faces in the room of things that I'm gonna talk about and recognize tonight. So I would like to mention a congratulations to the CG Union DECA members on their success at the 2019 Arizona DECA District 3 competition at Pima Community College last month. So congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to Ms. Toast and the CG Union Gold Tones, the Beginning Choir, and the Blue Tones for their outstanding concert. Their concert got delayed, because she was sick, and they did a great job in January. So a very nice concert. Congratulations to Vista Grande DECA, who won the National Thrive Award in the chapter campaign for their promotional campaign to raise awareness against abuse incorporated. So. A big congratulations to the CG Union students who participated in the Martin Luther King Junior Unity March in Casa Grande that just recently took place. Congratulations to the Vista Grande DECA team for being featured on the Arizona DECA Instagram page, which I'm understanding is a pretty big deal to get there. I'd also say congratulations to all the winter sports seniors who are competing in their final seasons. Basketball, soccer, and wrestling this winter. I've got a chance to be at many of them. Unfortunately, we have a board meeting on the night that both the boys' basketball teams at both schools are being honored. But congratulations to all of our seniors. It's always tough that final season, to play. I'd also like to say congratulations to Mr. Morris and the CTE STEM students who promoted biotechnology for visiting 7th and 8th grade classes and really inspired them to consider STEM as they get into high school. Congratulations to the Casa Grande Union JROTC drill team for their success at the Marcus Deniza High School, where they won 3 first-place trophies and 2 third-place trophies. So congratulations to them. The Vista Grande Key Club also sponsored their blood drive on January 24th, and they had 41 participants. So it was a nice turnout for them. He's in the audience, and I'm going to recognize him again. And congratulations to CG Union's Mr. Hebda, who was honored with the George C. Wilson Leadership and Service Award at the Arizona Music Educators Association's Hall of Fame. So congratulations. Congratulations to the CG Union Varsity Cheer Squad on Saturday. They won the Division II All-Girls Cheer Small Squad State Championship. So congratulations to them on their state championship. We had a chance to recognize our employees of the month, but I'd also like to congratulate our golden ticket winners of the month. Mr. Hebda was the grand prize winner. Mary Jane Retta was the winner. Sharon Luthhauser and Kelly Blunk were all winners. So congratulations to our golden ticket winners. And that concludes my report.
Item number B would be food service update. Cartwell will present us a brief update on the district food services.
Thank you, President Salcido, members of the board. I'm Ivy Tesler. I'm the regional director for Chartwell, and I think you know this gentleman here, Aaron Antonius, is the director of food service for Casa Grande. We just wanted to provide a brief update on the year-to-date, how we're doing here, things that have been happening, and plans for the future. So I think you all have this in your board packet. You should. So when you compare, we basically took August through December from last year and compared it to August to December of this year. We are down about 6,000 meal counts in breakfast and about 7,000 counts at lunch. However, Aaron's doing such a stellar job of managing the food cost. He's got that down 23 cents year over year. So basically, there's been no negative impact being down to meal counts because of managing costs so well. And we've also got, as part of our contract, we return rebates for purchasing to the district. So rebates are actually up even despite the lower spend in food. So the rebates are up $5,600. And then a la carte revenue, which is the kids buying things like, beverages, snacks, chips, things like that, that's actually up $15,000 year over year. And then catering, which primarily comes from us catering to the local charter schools, is up $31,000 year over year. And as of through December, we have our financial guarantee with the district, which is $100,000 currently, and so we've already exceeded that through December, and we're at 104. Aaron, we got some updates as far as catering schools and some things we've had going on.
Excuse me. So new this year, we had a couple new catering schools. We had a pet check at Pinnacle, and I just sealed up the new Castro Innovations. So we added that to people that we feed. So right now that we're at 5 catered schools. We'll be up at 6. Right now we take care of St. Anthony's, Mission Heights, Southwest, Pinnacle, and Pet Tech. Also the Innovations also. On January 15th, we launched a student choice at Vista, in which students got the opportunity to take 3 different menu items and participate in a live voting session on their favorite item. We showcased a salad, a rice dish, and a bacon cheddar chicken sandwich. And the bacon cheddar chicken sandwich was the winner. It's now being served in cafes. We do it every Wednesday. We do a monthly in that concept. So we're giving an opportunity for students to pick the things that we serve before they increase their participation. And as for myself, in the community, I coach football at Vista. You know, that might be probably blue and gold. I also coach it at Union too. And I'll be coaching a softball at Vista this year also, so first year doing that. Also be coaching the Casper Little League too, so I'm gonna mix all out in and take care of feeding all these kids too. So that's kind of what we got going on there.
The student choice program is a new concept in Chartwell that we're doing in high schools. It really giving the students a voice so they get to say. So there's 7 different concepts, and within the 7 different concepts, there's about 20 different recipes. So we can keep it going. It's very continually and always putting new things on the menu and trying to get people the kids to try new things, get them excited about it. And actually, our story was picked up by the Costa Rican Dispatch, and we'll be running a paper tomorrow about the launch. So they'll be highlighting the student choice launch, and then you're launching it.
Yeah, on the 28th at Union.
At Union, and so we'll be continually doing it every month at each of the schools to keep the interest going and keep the kids excited. Any questions about food service?
I just see that your numbers are down significantly, 6,000. What is the reason for that? Is that kids just not eating as much in the breakfast, or is that one of the reasons why you're doing this new launch?
It's one of the, we're always trying to look at participation, how do we drive it, and how do we keep it going. Like I said, we're able to manage the cost, so there hasn't been a negative impact financially, but we still want kids eating, we still want more kids eating, and it changes, so you can see the a la carte is up. You know, we want them obviously buying things and spending money, but we've always rather than have a reimbursable meal. And that's more important to have a full nourishable meal. So that is some of the things that we're looking at. We're also looking at maybe next year doing some, and you guys all know, you all congregate in those common areas, bringing the food out to, whether we do cards and things, just looking at different ways to bring the food to the kids.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 2, we have a presentation.
I'm going to help out. Before Mr. Trigolay presents on the school, we're starting something new this year, and that is we're going to do what we're calling the Castro Grande Union High School District Awards for Excellence. And so we have 3 recipients, and so Tom's going to come up with me, and I'm going to invite these individuals up one at a time, and we'll read a little bit about them and why they've been recognized. So I'll bring them up and I'll let them know. So first of all, we're going to recognize a student. So Kristen Riggs, would you please come forward? So a little bit about Kristen, if you don't know, she was on the school honor roll student all 4 years of high school, and we recognized as as an honor student this year. She earned the distinction as an advanced placement honor scholar, which is awarded to students who have a 3.25 average on the test, along with scoring a 3 or higher on 4 or more of the advanced placement exams. She's been involved in our student body leadership and is currently student body president. She's also involved in other student clubs in HS, in Key Club, and DECA, where she served as a club officer. She also represented Casa Grande Union High School at Girls State. Kristen participated in varsity athletics in soccer and track for the past 4 years, and in soccer she was recognized as the most improved in 9th grade and most dedicated in 11th grade. In track she was recognized as an outstanding distance runner in 9th and 11th grade, and Kristen is Wendy's Heisman Scholarship State finalist this year. Kristen is also involved in many activities which gives back to the school and to the community. She's a member of the Casa Grande Youth Commission. Kristen's also involved with her youth group at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, where she's been a camp counselor for 2 years. Kristen plans to earn a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Physical Therapy degree. So, a very accomplished young lady, and our congratulations on your excellence. All right, next, we have a staff member. Martin Heavy, please come forward. All right. Martin's been teaching music for 20 years. He's currently in his 18th year as band director at Casa Grande Union High School. Over those years, he's enjoyed seeing the music program grow both in size and in quality. The marching band is a consistent state finalist band. In 2018 season, they had many first place finishes and earned honors for every caption offered. They are most proud of their first place finish at the University of Arizona Band Day competition. At that show, they earned top honors for outstanding music, visual performance, general effect, and percussion. They also were awarded the Newmaker Award for being the highest scoring band. In 2004, Martin began the Casa Grande Indoor Percussion Ensemble. The ensemble has seen lots of success. They are the 4-time defending state champions in Arizona. They also traveled to California for the WGI Western Championships and are consistent finalists, placing as high as 3rd in the West. In 2011 and 2015, the percussion ensemble traveled to national championships in Dayton, Ohio, finishing as high as 4th. Last spring, both the freshman band and the symphonic band earned a rating of superior at the ABODA Concert Festival. Martin also works with the School Jazz Ensemble and accompanied the choir program in their last concert, the Color Guard program, and directs the musical. Martin has been a Fine Arts Department chair for more than 10 years, and as you can see, the music program at Casa Grande Union High School is very busy and performing at a high level. Martin feels it's important to stay involved with the professional organizations in Arizona. He served 8 years with the WGAZ board, serving as AIA liaison, show host coordinator, and vice president. He also served as the AMEA Southwest Regional Governor for 4 years. And Martin's currently the AMEA member at large and the vice president of the Arizona MBA. He's currently in his 2nd year of being an ABODA new teacher mentor, and Martin enjoys serving all the different organizations that serve the students of Arizona. Because of his service in the state of Arizona, he was awarded the AMEGA George C. Wilson Leadership Service Awards. And also in the spring of 2004, he was inducted into the WGA AZ Hall of Fame. So, congratulations. And last but not least, we are honored to to honor a community member. So, Mr. Paul Beatty, please come forward. And doesn't surprise me to see all of our Key Club students. I've gotten to know Paul this year as a Kiwanis member, and I know all the things that he does. So Paul has been an active member of the CGUHS Key Club since 1996. He is an exceptional and interactive leader whom has participated in various events such as Adopt a Highway, the UNICEF, helping out at the food bank, track meets, the downtown Halloween carnival, and many more. The Kiwanis of Casa Grande hosts a bowling party for all members of the Key Club, which has grown in size each year. On Thursday mornings, Paul hosts breakfast for members of the Key Club to pass on leadership skills he acquired over many years. And no matter the event, Paul is always the first to act. The Casa Grande Union High School Athletic Department and the Kiwanis Club of Casa Grande have formed a strong partnership over the years due to Paul. Paul and the Kiwanis Club members are instrumental in providing workers for the chain gang for all the freshman and junior varsity home football games during the season, and they've partnered with CGUHS over 20-plus years. The Kiwanis Club has been a signature sponsor of the Kiwanis Track Invitational for 67 years and counting. This invitational has historically been and continues to be one of the best track meets in the state of Arizona. So Paul, thank you for all that you do, and thank you for your excellence in Richmond. Would you mind moving the picture since all the Key Clubbers are here? Can we get a picture of the Key Clubbers with Paul? Sure. You have to move up. You guys can come in and move around.
Get way back here. I don't know if my clear will do We love you, Paul. Okay, hold on. I actually got all of them in there. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
I know.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Now we'll ask you for a minute, make sure. Tom, are you ready? There we go. We just did the excellence awards first.
Yeah. That was nice.
Well, tonight I'm going to make a presentation about Cascade Union High School. We've got to talk about some of the things that are going on at the school, and as you go about gathering information and start putting things together, I will apologize up front that as many things as we found, I'm sure I probably missed some things, and I know that because I was still getting things this afternoon. So just in overall, in our academics, we have the normal academic coursework for high school graduates. We also have a really strong honors and AP program. We have 7 honors classes. We have 18 advanced placement classes. You can see the classes we have here. This year, through Mr. Anderson's assistant principal, he worked with our AP teachers on a book, 4s and 5s, and he brought a program to us to honor the students and their families of the students who scored a 4 or 5 on the AP exam. And so we got yard signs, and the teachers of the students went to the homes and presented these. So some of the teachers are here tonight. Thank you, teachers who did that. And we were able to put out 41 signs for our students who passed AP exams. Through that, we were able to identify not on the signs, but through our AP program, we were able to recognize 25 AP scholars, and those were students who received 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. We had 6 AP scholars with honor, students who received an average score of at least 3.25 on all AP exams taken, and 3 or higher on 4 or more exams. Had 8 AP scholars with distinction, students who received an average score of 3.5 on all AP exams taken, and scores of 3 or higher on 5 AP exams. Altogether, our students who took the AP test last year, we had 76 passing AP exams with a 3 or higher. I didn't put the number down, I apologize. We were somewhere in 365 tests taken last year. This year, we're on course to give 381 tests, so we're up about 15, 20 tests this year, which is really good for our program as we continue to improve. We have a couple other programs we help our students with: dual credit, receive honors credit through colleges, mostly through Central Arizona College. And then with Central Arizona College, we have an on-campus English 102 class this semester. I just left STEM up there a little bit. We've got a really strong STEM program, and I want to talk about a few of the things that our STEM program does, the things that they do. I don't know if we can get it all on here, but our science, technology, engineering, and math, that's STEM. We have engineering and biotechnology. They're both 4-year pathways that include honors and AP classes, so the students come out with we're prepared to college, and we're seeing that those students are being recruited by the colleges as they get to know them. The teachers take them, particularly to Arizona State University, and do a lot of work with the professors there, so they get to know our students really well and see the quality of their work through these programs. So just engineering itself, introduction to CAD, freshman class that starts the program, and then the 3 courses that take them through a completer. And then we have a special program on top of that, special topics in STEM that we're getting more students to take. It's more of a class that the students do work on their own, and it's become popular for our students. Mr. Morris is really good. Has been reaching out to the other departments to include things from the other departments in this special topics class. So I'm glad they're collaborating across the disciplines. Biotechnology itself, there's a lot here. Biotechnology leads to biologists and biotechnicians in research, industrial and government settings. A lot of different items that they study in the biotechnology. So our students do really well there. You can see some pictures in the lower right-hand picture. The biotech students also do, they reach out to the elementary schools and do programs, and they go out to the schools and have the students come to school. So those are some of our elementary or middle school students in that picture with our high school students. Just one of the things that the engineering team was involved in, and they came and presented the Littleton MIT Invent Grant. We show pictures of them here working on that. We show pictures of them where they went to Chandler with the competing team and collaborated with them for them to help us, for us to help them. So their project that they got the grant for is an automated wildlife protection device. So they'll be working on that. Again, they do so many things, we could have a whole program just about all the things that they do through there with Mr. Morris and Mr. Kay. This is part of the same STEM Academy work that I was telling you about and all the different things they do. One of the stories that's written in here is when they went to ASU, heard a lecture by Dr. Jeff Klein on neural plasticity, neuro rehabilitation and struggle. And so it tells you that they saw a lot of different devices, but they showed some new technology that says here will come to fruition in our lifetime or in the student's lifetime that will change the concept of field of medicine. So they're on the breaking edge, and there's some of the students that are very well there pushing it. A Mandarin Chinese class, the second year, they went to the Chinese Institute celebration, and they competed, and our students won first place group participation where they performed a song where they sang in the Mandarin language, and they also won first place for a short play they did. Ms. Zhang wrote the play, and the play was, they imitated a classroom that was learning Chinese. So one of our students was the teacher, and the other students were the students in the class. Our OTC, very strong program for us. They involved in a lot of community events, and you see just a few things here. That you see them around town at all our school events, and part of why they're employees of the month. Something we're really happy that actually started today. We have a credit recovery ingenuity class that's going to be after school. And our students in all 4 disciplines will be able to come after school as a true credit recovery. It's a 7th period class. If they don't do well, it doesn't count against them. If they earn the credit, then they catch up. Our EDGE classes during the day, the students in those classes can also go to the credit recovery program if they need more time, need time to take a test, because the tests and quizzes have to be supervised. So we have 2.5 hours on Tuesday after school, 2.5 hours on Thursday after school. So Mr. Razzo is our Thursday teacher. We're really anxious to get this started. When I talked to counselors, they had a list of students who needed this, and in our regular EDGE classes during the day, they're really just replacing a class. They're not really recovering the class. By doing this after school, it's going to be a true credit recovery program. And I'm really glad that Dr. Beebe helped me work out the way to get this done, and Ms. Edwards helped do some research on how we can get it done and get it done right, and so our students can earn the credit. So we think it's going to be really good help for a lot of our students who need it. I just do some school facilities in real quick, and I want to bounce over one real fast. But we have great facilities at Union, and it's always fun to see these. I still remember the first day I walked into the gymnasium and saw the cougar eyes on the backstop behind the goal. I still remember that. So our football stadium, fantastic. It seats 4,500. We have the gymnasium, seats 1,600. Don't show a picture of the auditorium, but our auditorium will seat 614. In our cafeteria, you see the inside cafeteria. It's scheduled to seat 600 on the inside, and we have 600 seats on the outside for that. We have 124 classrooms on the campus, and so we're really proud of our campus and what we have there. I'm gonna athletics are always fun and out front, things you see in the schools, and these are the different sports we offer. 18 male sports and 18 sports for the ladies. Some pictures of some of the sports teams. We have their team pictures on the wall, but we wanted to show something a little bit different than the team pictures on the wall, so kind of some fun pictures to see. And these are our participation numbers. I thought about trying to have a total number of participants, but so many of our athletes are in more than one sport, so I would be duplicating some numbers. So we just went sport by sport to show the participation. So we're really happy with this. Our wrestling team just wrestled in the regional this past weekend, and they qualified four of the young men to wrestle in the state tournament this weekend. Great CTE program we have on our campus. You see the courses and the numbers of students enrolled. Now, I was talking to you about biotech and engineering a while ago. The numbers you show up here are the students who are, they don't show, these numbers do not show the freshmen in the biotech and the engineering. The freshmen in our STEM program, because those are classes they have to take before they get into the CTE classes. So these are our current numbers in our CTE classes, the courses we offer. And again, some pictures of the students doing their stuff. The culinary arts, pretty cool. The top row, the top three pictures, the one on the right is one of the cakes from the cake decorating. They do cake decorating right at Christmas break time every year. A lot of teachers, people go and vote on the cake. I've never picked the winner, but they're judging on the visual. I was trying to judge by taste. Well, and you can see some other activities that our students are doing. Here's some more of our CT programs, and we just apologize that we didn't get pictures of everyone. There's so many things going on. The agriculture science in the upper left, those pictures are really current. They're harvesting out of their outside garden right now. A lot of really nice, really good stuff. Fine arts, we got to see some of, from Mr. Hebda, the things about the marching band, and there's so many. We talked about some in Mr. Hebda's program tonight, and the other highlights of this. You see a lot of number ones up there, a lot of first, and a lot of places where they've competed. We're really proud of what the students do, and Mr. Hebda sets just such a leader on campus, just from all of our other coaches and people who are in the activities that say they see how much effort, how much work he puts in. They see what the students are capable of. So he's really a leader beyond what the students win, and just providing our students with such a great, great learning experience, not only for their music, but just for their life, and how they have to dedicate, how they have to make sure they get all the things done outside, be on a schedule and follow a schedule so they can be the places they need to be. So a lot of success in the program. Talked a little bit about the vocal and drama and the three ensembles that were able to sing at the winter contest. Here's a picture from the dinner theater, Acting Can Be Murder. And then we're having Thoroughly Modern Millie, and that's the date is incorrect there. So the date that we are having Thoroughly Modern Millie is March 8th, 9th, and 10th. Apologize for having an incorrect date. We'll get that out. Dance, 5 years ago, Caitlin Beisch was a Cougar alum, Caitlin Quintana, changed the way the dance had been approached, and she wanted to have a competitive dance part of it. She has her regular dance classes, but she also has a competitive part. And that's where some of these things have happened through the competitive part, and through the connections she's made in clinics and going to camps, is how she got connected with the celebrity dance group to be in the Macy's Day Parade. So we're really proud of those girls, and that was a great experience for them. You can see that they, again, are involved in a lot of activities, and they do really well in the competitions. So we put this in across the arts. We mentioned it in Mr. Hebda's, but the fine arts are collaborating more. The part of the jazz band played during the winter concert, and then Caitlin is starting to bring parts of theater into her dances. So the winter concert she did for dance was Grinch, and so she had a little bit of acting along with it. It just livens it up and makes it really fun for the students, for the people in the audience. So, and we were really proud. She was happy that she was part of the electric light parade and received first place for the best costuming. And the Blue Notes were in that, and they won first place also in the electric light contest. Great. Just in our visual arts, we enter county fairs, and we appreciate the students entering there. We brought a new art teacher on last year to do our AP art, and we had eight students pass the AP art exam. So we're really happy about that. Student organizations, again, we've got a bunch of these, and I apologize that I maybe don't because it takes so long, but you can see we have DECA, and we talked about DECA already tonight, and we're really happy with the things that they're able to do. Having a state officer was really great. You can see this, this was the contest we talked about earlier. If you read down through there are 5 first places and 2 second places, and then the whole team finished in the top 10 in the marketing exam. So we're really proud of those guys. Some more information about band, and we have the information about Mr. Hebda and the award he won, and that was just presented last weekend, so great for our program. Yeah. Key Club, again, you saw the Key Club students. It's a very active program. They may have the most members of any of our clubs on campus. This is the biotechnology part of STEM, and some of the things that they do. They've gone to some different competitions and different lectures, so this is a picture of our biotech students. Strong Family Consumer Science. If you go back to the numbers of people employed, it's one of people enrolled, students enrolled. It's one of our very popular programs. We have an anime club, and these students learn the anime, Japanese culture, and they go are active in a couple of field trips each year. Robotics, again, I know it's been here a bunch, and even with what's in here, we don't even touch the surface of the things they do. So, Mr. Morse here, I want to thank you again for Morse, the things you do. It talks in this about the our team went to Desert Willow and helped set up 6 Lego League robotics teams at Desert Willow, and they would go every Monday after school for 3 months to teach the kids there and get them involved in that activity. So we really appreciate that, and appreciate Desert Willow partnering with us, and we're going to continue that. We have a new club on campus, No Place for Hate. And this is a club, it's a student organization, organized group, who try to eliminate hate and bias from our campus by promoting tolerance and inclusion. And these students, they had a training that is provided by, it's a national program, and so they take that training and they have learned from how to work this, and they go into the classrooms, into the 9th grade classrooms, and put on programs for 9th grade students. The Anti-Defamation League is the one who sponsors this across the nation. Strong Student Council, in charge of most things on campus. FFA, showed a picture a while ago of their farm that they're working on now. One of the things that is really great is our senior from last year, Dana Conway, is a state officer in FFA, really high honor. You can see through their placings just what they've done recently, first, second, third places, and they compete across the state very competitively and win a lot of honors and awards. These are all of our clubs and organizations except one that I forgot. So you can see there's a lot of things on there. We have a new club that kind of got started last year. I think maybe this year was the first year that before we recognized it, Girls Who Code, and that's another, Mr. Morrison, he's got girls that are learning how to write code. I remember 5 years ago he was starting some projects with coding, the data code. So it's an important part of what's going to be the future for our students. A lot of clubs and organizations. One of the things when we do student surveys and parent surveys about the school, one of the things we always score very high, or rate very high on, is students have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of things. So we're happy about that. So I wanted to recognize this also, that our girls won state. It's really great for them, and they take, Katie, their coach, she takes the page out of Mr. Hebney's book. She's up there, the girls are up there. They practice in the gym, in the cafeteria most of the time. And so when we're doing things in the cafeteria, we've got to move the tables around. We always say, go find a cheerleader, they can tell us how to put the tables back in. They're the ones that know how to do it, and they do it well. Well, when you look at all the academic programs, all the classes, all the APs and the clubs and organizations and sports and things we do, those are all programs. And a lot of success, but the success is because of the adults who are directing those programs. Programs are about the relationships, and they build great relationships is how we have great success. And along with that, and I want to thank all of you, because all of you have something to do with these kids doing some of this stuff, and there are so many more. But another thing that we get to do this year is we get to talk about our alumni, since this is the centennial year. It's the 100th graduating class. The picture I have here are pictures of all of Cougar alumni who work for the school district. And that's a strong core of people who bring a lot of expertise and a lot of caring and a lot of that relationship back to the school. So we're really, really happy with these guys. And if I could get back to this other stuff that's kind of fun. These are some pictures of the old Union High School from years past, and we wanted to put these up here to show you how fun it is. There's one picture that we couldn't find how to get it on here. We had it in the very first high school. Was not one of these. It was a smaller building that was constructed in 1916. It was on the corner of Sackatone and 2nd Street. And the newspaper article that I got this story out of was, I think, at the 50th anniversary of the school, so 50 years ago, and they said that Standard Service Station was there, where the original high school was. It's an empty lot now. So some fun stuff there. Figure out how to they had Frank here to help me with this earlier. I thought that's why he was here. He knew I was going to be doing something on technology. I needed all the help I could get.
Well, we do have our IT director here, but he's sitting silently.
I apologize. When I did this on my little laptop, I had the tabs and I could find them. I'm lost on this for now. I don't blame him. I already had an invitation.
Tom, do you remember what it was called?
Down at the bottom down there in the, one of those video right there, that one.
That's fun.
These are just pictures from around campus. we see how beautiful the campus is, and lots of fun to go to work there today. These are some pictures that are hanging in the gymnasium of AIA trophies and teams. That was the state basketball championship team, NFL football players, again, trophies, a lot of tennis, archery, and track trophies in the trophy cases. More history of Castro Grande trophy case, professional football players, college players, again, more basketball trophies, more players. Just pictures that are hanging around the school that we're proud of. These are pictures in the band room, all the trophies and plaques on a couple of the walls. There's a couple more. Thank you, and all of that comes together for me to get my little thing in here. It's a great day to be a Cougar.
Well, thank you. That is a good presentation. Number 6, matters reserved for board action. First one would be number A, district course catalog.
I move to approve the 2019-2020 CGUHSD course catalog as presented.
Second.
Discussion?
I want to thank anyone who Dr. Beebe contacted and answered all my questions about the course catalog and just seeing everything that's being offered. I like the additions of the web design, and that is going to be phenomenal that there are more vocational and more training classes out there.
Our teachers bring that to us, and they're really good with our students. Thank you.
Mrs. Dolzall? Yes. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Hawkins?
Yes.
Mr. Salcido?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mike, would you like to come up and read now, or should I?
Well, board, superintendent, I'd actually like to be here handing out awards and things like that, but tonight I have to speak on behalf of CGEA, and I feel that I also speak on behalf of the certified staff in the district. Last night, after meeting several times with Dr. Beebe, discussing the meet and confer policy that's up for adoption, I typed out an email, and I'm a much better writer than I am an orator, so I'm just going to read the email that I sent out, if that's okay. To be totally transparent, the way the board is choosing to adopt a new policy goes against our current policy, which is an interest-based negotiation process, by which if there is a change that should be made to improve the process, then all parties affected should gather at the table and discuss changes to be proposed and adopted by the governing school board. In bringing this new policy to the board agenda without using the process, it does not promote good faith between all parties and thereby restricts building the trust essential to district growth. The board may state the policy is very union-centered, the current policy, I should say, is very union-centered, and indeed it is. But this version that we only used for 1 year after several iterations was developed to ensure that teachers were represented well and afforded privileges within a district that were being restricted by the former superintendent. It was necessary to define specifically the rights and privileges of all certified staff, staff which in turn benefited the certified staff altogether, whether you were CGEA or if you were non-CGEA staff. The current policy also promotes the image of a strong and willing community of teachers, an image that speaks to future educators and those teachers whom we want to attract to this district. I feel that the method that we are going through right now, the process that you're using, the way that you want to put this out there, goes against all good faith between all parties. It hasn't got any sound collaboration between all three parties. And I believe, I could be wrong, that it kind of violates what the current meet and confer policy is. Thank you.
So, item number B is policy revision, and it's moved to approve the first reading of district policies, H8, negotiation goals, priority, objectives, and HI, rights and responsibilities of employee negotiating organizations. These policies will replace the current HD meet and confer recognition and procedures policy. Discussion.
Or you need a motion.
Motion to approve?
Move that we approve the policy.
I'll second. Discussion?
I wrote up a statement because I too am very concerned about the process, so I'd like to read it.
And Mary, could you have her speak up a little bit?
Sure. My concerns regarding the policy center around transparency and building a positive culture. It was my hope that between tonight and the second reading of the H policies, the following items happen. First, the board physically meets to review the legal counsel's recommendations. Second, all the parties involved, that includes classified and certified and admin, meet to review the proposed changes. This will be the first time in many years that admin and the directors are not just tied to the outcomes of whatever the other negotiates, so they too should be involved. The third is the staff is invited to meetings where the superintendent reviews the policies. Personally, I'd like to see a vote to show support for the new policy. After those three things are finished, I'd like the information gathered, reported to the board, and then considered prior to the second reading. I would just like to see more input, and looking back at how we came about this policy, it wasn't really clear that that's what the executive session was going to do. And so I'm a little bit reluctant on how we did come up with the policy.
Any more discussion?
I just want to.
Yeah, I have a statement to make. I just want to make sure that we, so all the stakeholders involved, that means that our best interest is one, is our student success, and two, we're trying to build a climate that, and a culture that has been different than what we've seen before. I just want to assure people that, that we're looking at the policies that we were written, although it was a year ago in the environment, a year ago is a little different than the environment today. But that does not, ever remember what our duties are as board members, that we are here to instill policies that are lawful and take the recommendations of our council, that are professionals in what they're doing. And so our overall objective is to make sure we create a policy that will be sustainable to change, that will enrich our students and enrich all that are a part of it. So again, this is just a process to look at it, and there are ways, like I kind of heard what Ms. Dolzal was talking about, but we have opportunities to tune it up, but this is a process that we do have to be mindful on. We still have to create, we have deadlines to hit, or to proceed in our business of work. And so the process is this first reading. We're going to give opportunities to those that want to be involved. And again, I use those that are going to be involved to note there are many different facets of our team of people that make this happen. Give them opportunity to give their spill and give their input. So I just ask you to have faith in the people that you did elect to represent you, and we are definitely open to anything that you say, but we ask for the same courtesy on your part, that you be mindful that we're doing the best we can for our children and our students. That's all I have.
Being new to the board, I'm not totally informed of all the different procedures that are involved, but my understanding was that this was going to be a beginning point to where we're going to be able to have the opportunity to speak with the teachers and the administrators and the classified, and have an open discussion so that everybody can be recognized. So just on my part alone, I just want to, I'm trying to understand that this is just a starting point, and that we look at all facets of everything that we're trying to do, like Tony says, and bottom line to give a positive outcome for the students. So I just wanted to add that to my concerns.
I'm going to back that up, and I think, you know, not only are we trying to, we're just trying to make it positive for everybody, so it's a win-win for everybody. And it is a starting point where we can meet again between now and next month. Any more discussion?
Mrs. Dozal? Yes. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Hawkins?
Yes.
And Mr. Salcido?
Yes.
Item number C, informational reports. Approve to accept the following board informational reports as presented.
I so move.
I second it.
Discussion?
Mrs. Dozal? Yes. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Hawkins?
Yes.
Mr. Salcido?
Number 7, consent agenda. Is there
Are you
any
there,
item?
Tony?
Oh, did I not get one?
Tony? Tony, are you still there? Oh, somebody walked in the room. We thought we lost you.
No, I'm still here, my phone died a little bit, so I'll let your piece.
Just say yes? No.
Yes.
Okay, so the consent agenda, is there any item that anybody wants removed?
Can we separate the resignations and retirements?
You can pull that item.
So item B? Okay. Any others? I need a motion then to approve the consent agenda with the exception of B. That would be A through J, with the exception of B.
Second.
Discussion?
Mrs. Dozal? Yes. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Hawkins?
Yes.
Mr. Salcido?
Yes.
Item number B, resignations, retirements.
I move we accept, we approve item B.
Second. Discussion?
It's always tough to lose people or have them retire, resign, or, but I like to, I like to recognize them all, but specifically I like to take the moment to recognize Mr. Trigolay for his fine service to our Cascadena Union High School and the great work that he's done since he's been in Cascadena here at the campus, and also we really appreciate your dedication to our school.
Thank you.
Mrs.
Any-
Dozal?
Okay. Yeah, I think that's
Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
Ms. Hawkins?
it. Yes.
And Mr. Salcido?
Yes.
Item number 8, informational items. Per the impact aid grant, the board must review yearly policy KGA relations with parents of children educated pursuant to federal impact aid laws. No changes have been made to the policy.
Yeah, so no
And it's
vote,
just
just,
informational.
we have to let them know that you guys can see the policy on a yearly basis.
And future agenda, item number 9, board items, future agenda items. Item number 10, adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.